We have got a situation here as the Chicago Bears play the Browns this weekend. We're going to do some reshuffling after the Ngakoue injury, and I'm hopeful to see some starting reps for rookie third-round pick Zach Pickens out of South Carolina at nose tackle. This could be exactly what we need here. It's a perfect time to do it against a weakened opponent with the Browns. Sure, if we win, there's a playoff scenario, and we can talk about that after the game, but more importantly, this is a time to evaluate players coming into one of the most important off seasons in the history of our Chicago Bears. So let's get to it. We're going to look at this here. Coming in as a rookie, one of the most important things to look at is the RAS score. That stands for Relative Athletic Score. Height, weight, wingspan, and drill exercises relative to other players at the position is what it measures. This is where Pickens was at coming into the draft. Out of 10, he came in at a 9.22. That's a great score, especially for a third-round pick. But there's more to the story. It's odd, actually, that he had a poor bench. These guys, though, with super long arms tend to have a hard time with that sometimes. Poles, he actually doesn't typically put a lot of stock into that unless it's absurdly bad or incredibly good. It was actually in an interview he did with Pardon My Take, so this doesn't disturb me. Let's look into some insight from our old friend, your friend, my friend, Coach Rod Marinelli. In an interview, he stated that the broad jump is the single biggest indicator of defensive lineman success because it's based on hip explosiveness. You can't exactly train that. It's a lesser known thing, but it's a huge thing to look at when you're grading defensive linemen. Let's look at Pickens' score. Pickens' broad jump number sitting at 9.7. That's one of the nicest things to see when looking at this athletic profile and the trust that Poles is earning. The trust that he's earning not only within the building, but with the fan base. Everything here supports his expertise, and I'm going to trust him on this. Where I see him fitting in best is a 3-technique passing down defensive tackle. Obvious passing downs, we need to get him in there. Every single third and long, I want to see him rotated in at the very least. Let's see what this guy can do and solidify this youth movement we have going on here. This is exactly the type of player Poles loves to draft. Super young, super athletic, but he came in a bit undersized. Let's keep serving him some ham sandwiches. Let's keep him in the weight room. This is a position that was doubled down on in the third round, along with Gervon Dexter. He's been huge. He's been showing a lot of worth in the recent weeks. If you get a chance, watch my previous video. You will see how I feel about him. At the very least, moving forward, he'll be a key rotational piece moving forward with Andrew Billings. But I think he has a huge chance to take over the starting job by the end of the season, starting with a strong showing this week. I can't talk. He was graded as having a disruptive first step that'll be helpful only against a run coming into the draft, but also against rushing the passer. He was a former 5-star recruit, starting all 32 games at South Carolina. He's been versatile as well, lining up over center and outside opposing guards. And although the sack numbers weren't quite there, he had 13 hurries his senior season. CBS Sports, they describe him as a long, sleek interior rusher who plays with his hair on fire. I love that. I believe that's a huge reason he caught the eye of Poles. He values not only high athleticism, but high character and high motor athletes. He fits the mold of this team perfectly, and he matches Poles' vision, and he matches my vision. I love what Poles is doing with this team. Let me know what you think. Keep your eye out for how he performs starting out against the Browns. I think, once again, we've got a good one here. Can't wait to see him play Cleveland. Go Bears, bear down. See ya.